Hello everyone, welcome back to Tebby Tekkit. I'm Hitman82 and joining Das. Hello Das.
Hello.
Ich Das Tippers.
Yes,
Holy
it is.
flowers, look at all the flowers. Flowers
Yeah, I
for
know. The
days.
bees went nuts.
Yeah, well, yeah.
You know what this means? This means you've been bee sitting, haven't you?
Yeah, I have. Oops, and they're ready for cycling. I should
Yep.
automate them. I didn't want to do that off screen though.
No, don't automate them.
What? No, we need to automate them. You can't have unautomated bees. I mean, I'm not gonna put those ones in yet.
Well, already these bees are too close together to be doing a lot of tree breeding, so then we'd have to move the entire automated system. Speaking of trees, we've got lots of pollinated trees.
I see that.
So
Well,
you
this
can
is.
I know you can just break it and maybe low chance of getting a sapling, but a grafter increases that a lot.
Well, it just so happens I made an industrial grafter. Ha! I
Okay.
have grafter will travel. Would you like me to start grafting trees or collecting pollen and any other things, saplings, words?
Sure. I'm gonna make me a graph. Well,
Oh,
I don't know if I
wow.
care about a
Okay.
grafter.
This
Grafters usually go a wide area.
surprise.
There might be a mode setting on it that you can change
Um,
so that it's not like
I don't know.
crazy.
How far does it reach? Oh yeah, okay, it does quite a lot. You sure you don't want me just to run across here and just knock all the leaves off?
Well, at this rate, yeah. I got another dark oak sapling.
Whee! It's
I'll collect off the
raining
ground for you. Whee!
Holy smokes. Okay, this is a lot faster than doing one at a time. Well, okay.
Collecting saplings.
Uh-oh, what happened? Oh.
Oh.
No, wait.
Too
Oh.
many saplings.
Oh, can't pick them up because of too many. I gotcha. Okay. So they won't stack.
Oh, geez. I'm in the same boat. Wow.
That's okay. That's okay. Just run
Okay,
around,
yep.
collect what we can, and then we'll just get a big chest here.
Alright, I'm doing it.
Okay. And then I'll just throw saplings at you. Whee!
Okay.
I get to throw saplings.
Goodbye, tea. Alright, so it looks like we need a bigger building. What do you think?
Yes. Yes. I have ideas. Do you have ideas? I have ideas.
I have tea.
Tea. Do you have
Alright,
tea
so we're
ideas?
gonna need to analyze the dickens out of these things too.
Yeah. Well, the first thing will be to get them all in there. Oops, I need to charge up my thingy doofer. That's easy enough to do. Yep. So I'll just plop down my energy cube, throw the thingy doofer in, and
It's a lot of jungle saplings. Oh, we got a teak sapling. How nice.
Oh, I wouldn't analyze them yet.
Oh, I'm not. I'm just sorting them out in the
okay.
chest.
I was gonna say because yeah, if you analyze them, then they won't stack anymore until after you analyze them individually. That's wasteful.
They already don't stack. Are you kidding me?
Well, any that are similar will stack, or not similar. Any that are identical will stack, right?
I think it's already doing that to us.
Trust me, Doss.
We got red
I know what I'm
spruce.
doing.
That's new. And a teak.
Wow, look at all the different. Oh, I didn't think it would be like this. I thought there would be a few different kinds. I didn't realize you could do this.
No, because they crossbreed. It's been crossbreed, not just the ones next to each other.
Wow.
We got apple oak. That's a standard.
Well, like I said, wait till we get them all, and then because then you can, like, for instance, here's 25 red spruce so you could put it through and use 1 honey instead of 25 honey to identify.
I'm done with that. We got beech saplings too.
But you know what?
And a larch.
Even if you used
already.
Well, if we look in here, we have so it looks like 26 stacks of honey or something like that.
Something ridiculous like that.
It is ridiculous, yes. Okay, did we get all the saplings? Nope. I see another one. A couple here.
Let's see. I
need more over here.
And I need some form of.
Okay, I'm still picking up saplings though.
This. And I need some glass. Cool. All right, here we go. Let's see if this helps.
That's insane. Okay, I think that's
Here we
all of
go.
them.
Here we go.
Neat.
How's that?
It is neat.
As an arborist chest, it might help. Oh, heaven help us. That's a lot of saplings. All right, teak is not standard. It's a lot more jungle that don't stack.
What? Well, if they don't stack, that's because they'll have different specs on them, right? Different stats.
Right.
So, still low with that many. Wow, yeah. This is many generations running though. Like, I don't know, like 25 or something probably. I don't know. I'll have to when I identify
Generations of
one.
bees?
Well, yes, yeah. I switched them at least that many times.
Oh, well, yeah, because it's you. You play Grindy Grind Fest for days.
Grindy Grindfest. Welcome to Grindfest.
It's okay. I don't have
Support
time
that.
for Grind Fest. In fact, I haven't even edited last week's, even though everybody's already seen it by now.
Oh, only
This
part
is
of
why I'm
these
always late.
have queens moved. Oh, somebody messed up the rotation. I know who it was too. Whoops, sorry, did I do that?
Lies. So,
It was the
yeah,
bees. The bees did it.
sure it was. All right, what are we gonna do? We have a
Wow.
ton here.
Yep.
We have a
So
lot.
we have no shortage of honey. So just go through and identify them all. Pick out the ones you want, and the rest you can. Well, there's lava over here. You can throw them in the lava if you like. I think they'll burn. It's right in here.
Wow.
I've thrown so many drones into the lava over there, but I've kept tons pure ones once I got them to that point. Okay, and I'm just gonna go along
That
here.
is so much dark oak. Okay, apple oaks are gonna go up here now. Red spruce. More silver birch. Ooh, a silver lime. That's new.
Soda lime. You can make limes.
With the coconut.
The lime and the coconut.
Oh, me oh my.
Let me in the bed. Thank you. Sleepy
And
time.
silver birch. And silver birch. Cool.
Did you identify them all? Oh, you did.
No, I just sorted them out.
You're only sorting. Wow, some of them have. They have the EMC.
Here's the ones that are not even. These are our successful crossbreeds in here.
Don't you have to identify them first?
I'm just putting them in there for now.
Okay.
I don't know if we need to identify the others as much. I mean, does it ask for that? We just needed the trees to crossbreed.
It depends on. Whoa, what's the words? Those were apparently words, but they did not word properly.
Wow. Try to reword them.
I would think you would want to identify them.
But that's so many.
Well, I'll do it if you want. It's not like we have a shortage of honey. I mean, we've got.
This is true.
Oh, that's why I did all this. Is like.
Oh, here. Do I have to do you have to do it too? Because this now has the information.
You can identify one and throw it at me and see if I can read it or see it. It is identified for me.
Okay. So let's see. Well, basically, these I would like to grow some trees out
of. Whatever you want, and we can move apiaries. Like put an apiary or 2 or 4, whatever, surrounded a couple trees that you want to breed.
They got EMC. Are you kidding me?
Some do. Oh, I left stuff here for you. I'm gonna come throw them at you. I don't know if you have these in your table yet. Plus, there's a whole bunch of stuff here that you can that you had put in here. Do you want that? Because if not, I'm throwing it in my table.
What did I
Avocados
put in
and
here?
walnuts and well, some of the stuff like the walnuts you can stick in here
Oh,
into the squeezer.
why did I have these saved? I think because I didn't have trees of them, and I
Ah, I
needed
see.
4 in order to make a tree. It can go somewhere else, but that's
Oh,
why it's there.
okay.
I think it needed 4, like to make the Pam saplings.
Here, you can throw this stuff in your
Either
table, and then.
either
Whoops.
way, I'm gonna make me a new backpack.
Here's stuff for your table, so you can learn it. There you go. All yours. Nom it up.
Thank
I've been
you.
throwing it all on my table. Because I got more than I need. Oops. Stick that in there. Here we go. And we got bees back here. So there's a gold chest back here that I've been putting drones, pure drones in. There's also some proven frames. The proven frames, honestly, I'm just getting rid of them. I had them from a long time ago, and I just was getting rid of them.
Hey, do you have cocoa by any chance?
Cocoa? I just threw you a stack, didn't I?
Oh, cocoa beans. Yes, thank you.
Yeah, should be tons of them. I've been throwing, like I said, throwing them in my table. We go through and do this again and again and again and again and I've done this.
Again. What are we doing again and again and again?
I'm putting bees back in. I want these to get synchronized, so I'm not going to put them back in yet.
Sorry, I threw that off. That totally
train
was
wrecking.
me.
Well, you know what? I'll just put them in now, and then we'll do those other ones when they finish.
I think most of this stuff I harvested off of the trees over the hill there.
There's a tree over the hill.
There's an entire orchard over the hill.
Where's that? Over at Sussex Place?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
All right.
Well, when I was flying around, I saw lots of trees like that with fruit hanging on them.
Yeah,
different
I've
things
been
like.
picking over there.
Okay. No, I meant not even there. I mean just out in the wild. I opened my map here. I flew to the south. I went looking for bees. I have tons and tons and tons of bees now.
So let's see. A larch and alder will make balsam? Is that where we get balsa wood? No, it can't be. Or we can get a great cedar sapling if we have a silver fir, but I don't think we do.
Well,
I'm trying to figure out what to stick near the
hives.
larch. Well, larch plus red spruce saplings will make sugar maple saplings, so we should put some of those near each other, I guess.
What the heck is that?
Hmm?
Just looking on my map, there's a funny section there. I'll have to go back and check that out one of these days. I'm looking at my journey map from when I went exploring. I think this is, yeah, there's my house.
Cool, so red spruce and jungle is what makes the... Or no, that's what it says there is. This is still a red spruce. It's got a lower amount of saplings, though. Nuts to that one. You're like, there's lava over here. I'm too lazy to go over to lava. Come on.
Okay. Get yourself cleaned up, would you? You got that achievement again?
They don't save for whatever reason. So you get it every time.
Well, wasn't that special?
Here we go. Average and matures faster with an average height. Not fireproof. You can apparently make fireproof
wood
trees. That's cool.
Well, it would have been nice on TFC. Remember the forest fires?
Oh, heavens, yes. Those were terrible.
I think I've got an axe that cuts these whole trees down.
I think if you hit shift when you break them from the bottom, it should take... Okay, never mind. That was somewhere else. My bad.
No, I'm just using a crappy axe anyway. I think.
Whoop.
Thanks for your help, Das.
I'm helpful.
Well, at least you didn't hit the apiary.
I know. It kind of went super fast. And for whatever reason, I got an onion and beets. Delicious. I think I broke a ground
Oh,
garden.
look
There's
at
no
all the
some reason to it.
flowers from these bees. Just amazing. Look at this. Isn't that
Okay.
pretty? This is what it looked like before. I like it
I know.
before. Covered in
I
flowers.
know that these two will cross, so we're gonna go ahead and plant them. What's the proper spacing?
Oh. If they're overhanging and blocking an apiary, I'll just
Can't tell you much for size then.
Oh.
Tree breeding. All right, so red spruce should make, and a larch should make. Wow, it might make a sugar maple or a bull pine. So who knows what we'll get out of this?
Crazy stuff.
It grew.
Yeah, I'm holding the ring.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I like the
So
texture of the larch.
Larch and bull pine will make a coastal sequoia.
Ooh,
You want a big
neat.
tree.
Oh.
We didn't have an ash.
Should I say my idea for that? Or your idea for that? Somebody's idea for that?
No, a larch and a red spruce
No?
can also make a yew tree.
You don't want me to tell them what our plan was?
Oh. Go for it.
I don't know now.
And a silver fir can make a great cedar.
We're going to breed a big tree, and then we're going to hang a giant beehive in it, and that's going to be our bee building, where we do our agendistry stuff. Isn't that neat? I think it's neat.
It's absolutely silly, and I love it.
Well, it has to be able to fit that bee over at Fad's place, so it's going to be a pretty big hive.
Oh my gosh!
I'm just
going that big.
joking. We're not going that big. That's
So
insane.
let's see. Silver lime plus its silver birch can make a hill cherry.
Hill cherry. I seem to remember that was an important one to do. Was that just for breeding?
I think so.
Oh,
do you want to go identify some silver limes that are in there, or have I made them? Actually, no. I've got one in my pocket.
Oh,
never mind. So well. I just need to plant it by the larch.
It's me. I'm a dummy.
There we go. That's that. What else?
You wanted me to identify those, you said?
I had them in my pocket.
Uh-huh.
It was one of the ones that came up different. Let's see. So hill cherries, silver lime, and hill cherry makes a lemon tree and a walnut tree. I don't know how that works. Silver lime and apple oak will make a white willow, so we might need to identify some apple oaks if you want.
It's a nice day for a white willow.
A
little bit of Billy Idol there for you.
I'm standing by the silver lime, so if you want to put the apple oak next to it, that'd be cool. Let's see. Silver lime and silver birch might also make a white willow, which I think we have silver birch as well.
Now, what are you going to do about this larch breeding with this lime? Is that what you want?
Yes.
And what about the spruce breeding with the lime?
We'll see what happens.
Oh, yeah, I guess so, yeah.
I don't think it'll do anything as far as making something new. But I know that the larch will cross with the red spruce, and the larch will also cross with the silver lime. The silver lime will also cross with the silver birch. I don't know if the proximity makes any difference. It's just the order in which I'm finding things.
Okay. Well, oops, I'm going to skip another night here.
Okay. Let's see. So we needed to plant, what, an apple oak next to it, did I say? Yeah, the apple oak and the silver lime will make a hill cherry.
Neat. Yeah, so I wonder, was that hill cherry, was that for cherry production, for making oil? Or seed oil? I can't remember. Cara and I, when we did her...
They probably do make a lot of oil. I mean, cherry pits. All right, so if you're not going to do the apple oak, I'll do it.
Oh, sorry. When Cara and I on Fad World, we on Ultimate, I think it was, we had this huge base, and one of the floors was just for seed oil production. So it was, I don't know if it was walnuts or cherry of some sort. I can't remember, but
oh, how cool!
As far as making the seed oil that we've got now, to make that, I was using peanuts because I have those on my table, transmutation tablet. So yeah, we made peanuts.
Delicious.
That's just what the squeezer said. Delicious.
No, not you. Apple oak, get here. There we go.
There's so much honey. It's crazy.
Why don't you make a bigger container for the honey?
Well, because I want to. That one's not full yet.
One of your things that you like so much from Mechanism.
Oh, a bin.
Yeah, that. Okay. I search up bin and I get a trash can. All right. So what else can a silver lime do that I want to plant it near? Common ash. It can make the silver lime and the hill cherry make a wild cherry tree. A sugar maple and a silver lime, which we're working on too.
Where am I going to put a bin?
Black locust, red maples, and ginkgo trees.
I don't have room for bin. Okay.
Alright, so beech sapling.
I sure hope the honey drops go in the bins.
Really? You're not sure?
Not sure yet. I'm about to find out though.
Beech trees drop beech nuts. I don't know that I've ever had a beech nut. I don't know if they're supposed to be eaten. You can make aspen trees though, but we... Okay, so silver birch and a common beech can make an alder tree.
Double
the NEI is kind of terrible on this because I do remember that in the heart of forestry, like on their wiki, you cannot find tree breeding. They're like, figure it out for yourself. That's half the fun.
Exactly. What's wrong with that?
I'm like, I have a goal in mind. The point of Minecraft is, at this point, you have a goal in mind, you use the NEI to get there.
Oh, cheating. Just joking. I like the look of these blue orchids. So, I installed your updated texture pack that I hadn't updated before, so now I'm able to see the bees and all that. So thank you for that.
I'm glad.
That worked out.
It's been updated for a while, but...
Well, you know me. I don't update unless something's broken, basically.
Well, it was broken.
Yes, it was.
Alright, so a silver birch and then a teak. Cool.
Oh, I need to automate this stuff. We actually don't need
a teak. Actually, it was a birch and a beech. Let's go look and see what else.
We actually don't need this stuff, by the way. I've got these bees still going. We don't need them.
Oh, really?
Well, we've got tons and tons of drones now. Which I'll use
but we'd have to have the machinery, wouldn't we?
Well, we'll get the machines. I can just automate some of these valiant bees since they run at night and get them to do the what's it called? The pollinating.
Jungle.
So a regular grafter, I think, it'll do just the one block. So that's probably all we really need. So this industrial grafter, when you want to do like, well, I mean, we got that the pollinated saplings out of there pretty fast, didn't we?
Mm-hmm. It worked really well.
Strip of a whole forest that way. Can you imagine if you go and you find where two biomes are close together, where you have two different kinds of trees, and you just go along and plop down a whole bunch of apiaries and automate them, then you just leave a chunk loader and come back like in a week. And then just use your industrial grafter and just go along and... Oh, this one looks nice. The beech. I thought this was... I was like, wow, that pollinated fast.
I know, right? It's interesting because it makes beech nuts. I think that's actually what the little flowers are on there, because they're like an overlay over the high res. They're a low res overlay. That's something else I overlooked. But hey, the name of the game, right?
I thought the name of the game was Minecraft. Must be a different game.
We needed a jungle tree.
Kill it.
Plant a jungle tree. Okay. So that's the beech trees. And then teak. So that's all the new trees we've got. We'll see if we can't get new stuff from them. I mean, once I figure out the teak and then plant the stuff for crossbreeding them. But, you know. Let's see. Teak and dark oak. Can you go dig out an dark oak and a jungle?
Dark oak and a jungle.
Yes.
Any particular one?
I haven't identified them. I'm just identifying them as I'm using them.
Okay, because there's like a stack of 29, and then there's like 3 stacks of 2.
I'm only planting a single.
Oh, okay.
Are you already grabbing an apple oak? If not, can you grab that too?
Grabbed anything. Okay, so the jungles, you just want ones that are just a single? Just a random
Sure, why
one?
not?
I don't care.
I just need a single to plant.
Okay.
Because teaks can cross with dark oak and jungle and apple oaks to make new things.
Okay, so you want a jungle and apple oak. Yeah, is there something else?
A dark oak.
Dark oak. So, what can happen then if you haven't identified these and really looked at them? Is you'll get a hybrid, and then when you plant that, you could get some different something you hadn't planned at all because it used a recessive trait on your 2 saplings. Anyway, here's your saplings. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about there.
Yeah, it deals with the recessives and.
So if you have, say,
I'm just kind of faffing about.
What if you have like a birch that's your recessive, and it doesn't say birch on there, it says apple oak, and then you go and plant it, and then you cross in your birch with something else, and then we get these withers all of a sudden spawning all over the place. Or, well, they wouldn't.
You wish it went that terribly.
Actually, you're right, I do. Because they couldn't kill me, so I'd be just giggling away. Oh, they couldn't kill you either, though, because they couldn't shoot at you.
I was about to say, I don't think they could do much to me either, you jerk.
I could help them.
They don't need any help.
Wow.
So this is apple oak and jungle, so I'm trying to cross it with a jungle anyway, so whatever.
The bees are reaching this far? Is that that must be the Valiant bees then? I don't know what their range is. That's crazy. Look, it's way out here. Covered in bee flowers.
Okay, not that. Not that.
Have we got any that pollinated yet? How long does it take before they start pollinating? Any idea? I guess I should know, since I'm the one here that spent day after day game time just hanging around here, going and checking the bees and watching all the trees turn.
Yeah, no comment on that.
Pretty much what I've been doing today. Oh, so unless you're yakking about bees or trees, I can yak about bees here a little bit if you want.
Go ahead and yak about bees.
Okay, so I went on a grand adventure and I got a bunch of meadows and a bunch of forest like this. And so I bred some pristine bees until I got to common. So meadows plus forest is common, and I got 1 strain of that. So then I took and then I bred it for a bit to get a bunch of drones, and then I took the drones from that to breed another common princess or another meadow princess, and just kept hitting it with the common drones until it started producing the same drones. So then so that gave me a second common queen. And then I got the cultivated. That was, I think that's common with forest or meadows. I can't remember exactly how I did it. And then there's diligent. We can look all this up, or you can Google it or whatever. But so we now have diligent, cultivated, and a couple common. The valiant ones that we've got over here, these were, it's a random chance. Jeez, go for trees. It's a random chance that you'll get a valiant drone or princess in wild hives. So we got a few of those, so I was able to get them going. And they produce chocolate combs, cocoa combs, and then you get cocoa from them as well as sugar. And both we can put.
Larch wood, so we'll definitely be sure to learn that one as well as lime wood.
I like the look of this larch bark.
I
don't know what it would look like if you
think the teak
built
will
a
look
wall.
Nice too when it ever decides to grow. There's a jungle sapling that just refuses to grow over here. Come
Oh,
stand over here with a ring.
The
Oh, wait,
teak
I've got a ring.
bark looks nice. I like the look of the
Ah!
teak bark.
Okay, there's that. Boy, that escalated very quickly from the 5 basic trees to...
Mm-hmm.
But then again, there's a lot of the basic trees here. Like the
Yes.
red spruce is a basic.
Making sure
Silver lime is not.
none of them are covered. We're good. Well, I would have to think that the more hives the more apiaries you have near the trees, the faster you're gonna get them pollinated. And I think, is there a bee house? Because I think the bee houses will actually, yeah, there's a bee house that you can make, and those actually have a much higher pollination rate, like 2 or 3 times higher than these apiaries.
Okay.
So
Let's do
we
it.
can try that. Okay, so first I'll sleep, get us back to day.
It's
So the
1 honeycomb and then just the wood.
okay,
We might
well,
need to like change our footprint here so we can get more trees in.
how many do you need? You could put a bunch
None
over
right
on this
now,
side.
but with the next round, it's going to get crazy. So probably these middle 2 rows could go out. So we could put
Well,
a row of trees here, and then these could go elsewhere.
if you want, we don't. I don't know what would be the best. I'd have to go through. Oh, I can do that right now. I'll see which one is the best for pollinating. So I'll get one of each. I think actually the best pollinator, well, industrious
I'm worried
bees.
that our
Go ahead.
I'm worried that our tall ones here might be too tall for the bees.
Well, that's easy enough. We can just move them up.
Move the bees up. Set a bee house in the tree. Here you go.
Well, you know what bees do?
Yeah, that's true. We could give them
Thanks,
give them a
Pim-Pam.
nice like stacked up condo.
You and your darn logic.
Yeah, your logic. Jeez, I'm gonna go dig over here.
Die, logic, die. Okay, well, I'm just gonna go through here and check all these bees and see who's who and doing what. We'll see who's the best.
Who's pulling their weight?
Who's the best pollinator? Slow is faster than most. That's slow. Slowest. We don't want that one. Slowest as well. That's another.
Here we are again in a tree farm.
So actually, the meadows and the forest, it's slower is the rating on the pollination speed. It's the same as the cultivated and diligent strains that we've got right now. The Valiants aren't so good. They're the slowest of all, so we don't really, and they've got a long lifespan, which doesn't really matter to us. So what we want is probably industrious bees. So we're very close. I can breed diligent and common, and that will get me. No, wait. Let's see. Unwary. We want unwary bees next, which is diligent and cultivated. And that gives us unwary.
Portobellos.
And then the diligent and unwary gives us industrious. So we're very close. Whoops! I can breed bees that we already have to get. It's possible. I guess two different strains for each to get to where we want to be. But what I'm after is industrious to get the pollen and the propolis, and we want imperial bees to get the royal jelly for apiaries and stuff. So
to make the alveary.
Yep.
And the
Why did I say apiary? I meant
wait, what do we
apiary.
need the alveary for? To get the pollen to very directly pollinate.
Yes. Oh, we've got some pollinated over here. We can make a regular grafter, so you could actually just get those
They do
individuals.
have better grafters.
What's wrong with industrious? That's awesome. It's like
no. I mean, they have some that last longer. Like the proven grafter, doesn't it last longer?
Yeah, who cares? I mean, right now in my transmutation tablet, I have grafters in there, so I can throw one at you if you want it.
Never mind. It's not like we're hurting, especially if we're solar powered on these things.
Where are you? Here you go.
Power of the sun. I'm over here leveling a thing.
Okay, here's a grafter for you.
Thank you.
Stick that in your
Is
table.
that your way of telling me to dig?
No, that was the way for you to put that in your table.
Learn it. Thank you.
Do you want me to dig out these two that are pollinated and throw the saplings
let's see what happened. That's probably why we have so many saplings, is because we broke all the leaves, and that's why we've got the Yeah.
Yeah, with the regular ones because they weren't pollinated yet. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because Hitman just went through like a bull in a china shop.
Mm-hmm.
As usual, right? As usual.
Out of your way, you're...
On my way,
Well, it wasn't really grafting. You were pruning.
pruning. Yep. Okay, so where are you at? Okay, here you go. Ready? And here comes a teak sapling and a
I
jungle
think we...
sapling.
Oh, darn. Well, we had those, but that's okay.
Well, if you check it, it may on its secondary or its what do you call it? The recessive. Well, you know, there's two. It has a primary type and then a secondary type based on its parents. Yeah.
Yeah, it says active and inactive.
Yes, that's what I wanted. Oh, well, I found a mundane larch is pollinated. Okay, let's see. That's I'll come throw that at you too. Oh, it's a sapling dive bomber. Oh my, the fun we have. Wow. There's another one in here I can bring over, but we're out of time already. We're over time already.
Oh, okay. Well, let me identify
that's a red
these.
sapling of some sort. I
That's
can't
a
reach
good
it.
sign.
I can't
So
reach
this
it.
one has low...
Copper beech.
Cool. That's one we were aiming for.
Is it?
And a larch.
There's one. It's right in front
The
of you.
larch is crossed with a beech.
Covered in beech.
And then the jungle is crossed with a red spruce.
So as you can see, this works pretty quickly. We have like the meadows and the forest peas are the speed is slower, which is still like better than most, I guess. So and we've got tons of those. So I think that's why we're seeing how fast they're being pollinated.
Yeah, I think it is definitely the overlap.
Well, that's okay. We've got a pretty good system here then, as long as we can. We're gonna get some crazy stuff because of just trees being close, but what do we care, right? If you don't like it,
exactly.
Just throw the sapling away.
Exactly. So we've got these. We've got a larch.
Chocolate frames in the Valiant Queen, in the Valiant Bees. The chocolate frames increase the production speed and reduce their lifespan, so I can turn them over faster, get more drones, and get more cocoa. Except the cocoa we've got in our transmutation tablet, so we don't really need that. But
right. So I'll probably do what everybody's been seeing me do and search up the copper beech and see what will be crossed well with that.
Here's a red spruce for you. Oh, it's
Never
below.
mind, I guess we're not leaving quick enough for me.
Not yet. But on the ground next to you, to your left, is another. The question is, can we do an outro before there's more pollen for me to? What do you call it? More pollinated leaves for me to harvest.
More things to break.
Quick, do the outro. Go, you can do it.
Hey, I'll take it easy.
And thanks for joining. Bye for now.